Hello YouTube, and welcome to my channel. My name is Robert. So today I am going to revisit Jim Jefferies. About a month ago I posted a video of his God Drunk at a Party. It viewed very well, so why not do another one? Today is airplane etiquette. Yes, and it's still true today. You gotta know your airplane etiquette. You know, I used to fly from Kelowna to Edmonton for work, and during the pandemic they had all these rules that you were supposed to follow. You know, 6 feet 2 meters, which is not what 2 meters is. Wear your mask. And I thought, you know, maybe the airlines will, you know, follow the rules too. Well, they did up to a point. You get on the plane, and it's a full plane. Like, what the hell is going on, you know? And then what really irks me is I hate it when people I do not know sit beside me. Like, I'm a big guy. I'm not thin. I'm not lean. I'm a chubby old bastard. But you know, you're online booking your ticket, and the graph of the plane comes up. You know, choose your seat. I don't know if it's true everywhere else, but when I book my plane tickets, that's what happens. And it shows you what seats are available. And you're like, oh, well, that seat's taken. I'll sit beside them. And 2 rows in front is an empty seat. Like, completely empty. It's like, hello, whatever. And I usually look at the stewardess, flight attendant, and say, hey, may I move to an open seat if it's available? Oh well. That's my airplane rant for now. So, Jim Jefferies, airplane etiquette. Without further ado, here we go.
Let's tell some stories. Now, this first story, the first bit of this story you should already know. In the same way that you know things like, don't kill people, try not to rape.
Try not to.
When you're on an airplane, there's a thing called plane etiquette, and it goes like this. Window gets an armrest and a wall. Middle gets 2 armrests. Aisle gets an armrest and a little bit of extra leg. We're not...
That sounds reasonable. Makes sense to me.
Fucking animals. We live in a society.
Yes, society.
So I was on a flight from Los Angeles to Houston, and I had the middle seat, and that sucks balls.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there with 2 armrests. Next to me is a petite young lady. She's doing her job, armrest wall. I'm in the middle, 2 armrests. Sitting next to me here is a great big black man who's as gay as the day is long.
Oh no. He's not going to go there, is he?
He sits down next to me, and we do the niceties. Hello, hello.
Uh-huh.
And then with no issue whatsoever, he sees my elbow there, and he just went, chock. And I went...
Really?
No, I'm pretty upset, but he's a big fucking guy, and it's a long flight, so there's no need to get into an argument. So I have that argument that you have in your head where the other person doesn't know you're having an argument.
Yeah.
Where you're like, you're a fucking asshole. And if you said this, then I would say, well, good sir, I think you're mistaken.
I've been guilty of doing that a few times myself. I'm sure you have too.
Right? So I sit there festering for like 45 minutes, and eventually the air stewardess comes with a drink cart. Now, why I'm on air stewardesses, right? Whenever you watch a movie set in the 60s and they show air stewardesses, or an old TV show, they'd show like Pam Am or something, they always depict air stewardesses as these hot young things with a pillbox hat, and a little bun, and big tits, and a small waist, and holding a bag going... I don't think any of those women have retired.
Oh, no.
Yes. This thing was just being propped
This
up by a
thing?
drink cart.
Oh, the expression on his face.
50 years of recycled air
Oh,
had made
no.
her skin drip off her skull like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes. Yes, yes. The Raiders of the Lost Ark face melting scene.
She comes up.
Uh-huh.
The guy reaches over for his drink and his pretzels. Armrest open. Bang! I'm back in.
There you go.
And I'm not fucking going anywhere either.
Good for
He
you,
puts
Jim.
all of his things down in his tray and he goes to put his elbow back, but he fucking can't, can he? He can't, because there's a wall there called Jim Jefferies and he can't fucking move it, right? And he's pushing, and I'm acting like I can't feel it, like this, but casual like.
Casual.
Then he gets his fist like this and his hand like that, and he's pushing really hard back. And I'm
Son
trying
of
to do
a
that casual.
bitch. Really? How did you... Don't turn and say anything. Just be an asshole. Holy fuck. Wow.
But he's much bigger than me, and eventually I have to give in. I just went shock.
Ah.
So I turned to him and said what needed to be said.
Uh-oh.
Why are you such a cunt?
There you go.
Now, I understand that word in this country isn't as popular as maybe it should be.
Oh, yes. And I know many, many snowflakes who are extremely offended by that word. Yeah.
People were freaking the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
They were going, he just said it, I heard him say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Called that man a C-bomb, I heard him say it, Bob. Called the
C-bomb.
man a C-bomb, Bob. And he was shocked as well. He turned to me and went, excuse me, what did you just call me? But in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
It took me a long time to figure out that expression, too. Well, not really a long time, but once you found out that their dollar is called a pound, so in for a penny, in for a dollar. And a pound, you know.
And I was there going, a cunt, sir. I called you a cunt. And he said, are you upset because you're trying to take my armrest? And I went, you don't know plain etiquette. Window gets an armrest and a wall. Middle gets two armrests. Aisle gets an armrest and a little bit of extra leg. We're not fucking animals. We live in a society.
Yeah, good for you.
And the people that initially hated me agreed with me like, he is right about that. That is true. That is true. We do live in a society.
Yeah, that's the only thing they agree about, the society thing. Probably.
And he went, oh, I'm only taking the back of the armrest. You can have the rest of the armrest. And I went,
What the?
you take the back, you take the whole fucking thing.
Exactly.
No one gives a fuck about the front of the armrest. No one's ever gone, thanks for the front of the armrest.
Exactly.
I said, it's not just that you're taking my armrest. Your elbow has come over the armrest and it's digging into my rib cage. And he said, well, maybe if you lost some weight. I know.
Oh, he didn't. Wow. And most, if you're sitting in, not in first class, the seats are narrow. I mean, holy fuck. Like, because they want to get as many people on the plane as they can, right?
I was gobsmacked. I didn't know what to fucking
I hope
say.
so,
I
yes.
just turned to him and went, you bitchy queen. Now,
Like, what an insult. Because he's gay. And, oh my, that's bitchy queen.
everyone on the plane has lost their fucking shit. The movie the movie can fuck off, mate. No one's watching the fucking movie. I'm the entertainment now. The air stewardess comes running back on her walker.
And a
She
walker!
comes up to us, and she goes, "What's going on here?" And I said, "I want this fucking asshole away from me."
Oh.
And she said, "Sir, this is not the situation to be swearing in." And I went, "Yes, it is. We're having a fight."
Well,
And she
like, it's not the situation. Of course it is.
went, "Well, there's no need for name calling."
Yeah.
I called the guy bitchy queen, so I sort of get what she's saying. And
Yeah, but didn't hear the C word.
I turned to her and said, "You know what? You're right. There is never a need for name call.
Uh-huh. Well,
But as a proud gay man myself,
wait, what?
I feel like I've earned the right to say such words." So
What? What are you doing?
she apologized. The gay guy knows I'm fucking lying. He's fagging the fuck out. Just
Oh, my
and the
goodness.
just went, "Can everyone calm down? What's the problem here?" And he went, "He's trying to take my armrest." And the air stewardess went, "Everyone knows the middle gets 2 armrests."
Yeah, see? She just
I
verified
went,
it.
"See?" She goes, "I'm going to have to break you two up." And she points to the man and said, "Sir, you're going to have to find a seat at the back of the plane."
Oh, no.
I'm victorious. I stand up. I bash my head on the thing.
I know what he means. Like, I'm 6'2", 6'3". I get on the planes and I hit the ceiling. So standing up and hitting the overhead compartment, done that a few times. Okay.
I point at the man
Oh, no.
and I went, "Get to the back of the plane."
Oh.
Now, a lot of people on that plane hadn't seen the rest of the argument. All the
And they're in America. Oh, my goodness. A Walking Dead man. No.
I have seen is me pointing at a black man, yelling, "Get to the back of the plane." Things got real awkward real fucking quick.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I'd done yet.
Yes, because he's Australian.
People were yelling at me, calling me a racist, and I was like, "I know, but how do you know?"
Oh, no, don't admit that.
Then a guy threw a bag of peanuts in the back of my head and said, "Sit down, you limey bastard." And I was like, "That's the British. I'm Australian, you fucking racist."
Oh, what? That's not racist. That's not how racist works.
Which would have made a lot of sense if being British or Australian was a race and not a nationality.
And I have heard, I don't know who said it. It might have been a movie, might have been a politician, but it was American, and he said to protect the American race. Yeah. It's like, no, American's not a race, it's a nationality. Oh, that's hilarious.
But at that stage, I was clutching at straws, really.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I go sit back down in his old chair.
Wait, what happened to his drink? He had a drink on the floor. Did I miss him picking it up? Oh well, doesn't really matter. I thought he was going to kick it over.
Got the empty seat between us. Me and the girl pounded out.
Yeah, exactly. An empty seat.
Now, later on the flight, I'm walking up the back of the plane to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see the guy, because I want to go.
Oh, no.
And I get all the way to the back of the plane. I don't see him anywhere. I'm about to go in the toilet. And then I see his leg around the corner.
What?
There were no more seats.
Oh,
This is a full flight.
wow.
He's sitting in the air stewardess's landing seat that folds down with a seat belt over the top like he's in a fucking go-kart.
Is that legal? I've never heard of that before. I always thought you had to. I always thought that you had to be a stewardess or crew member to. Wow, that's different.
I put my head around the corner. I went, "No armrest here, dickhead."
This is a rub the.
And the air stewardess went, "You get back to your seat."
Just to rub salt in the wound a little bit more. What a jerk! I like him, but he's a jerk.
I ran away like a child, like.
Yeah, exactly. Victorious.
So, for landing, I go sit back down in his old seat. Now the air stewardess seat is taken.
Right.
So she's taking my old seat in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and she fucking hates me.
Oh.
And I'm taking both armrests, fuck her.
Oh, but that's what the whole thing was about.
And as we're landing, the guy over the aisle leans over and goes, "Excuse me, you're Jim Jefferies, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, how
Someone who not recognized him. Okay.
you doing?" And he went, "I had no idea you were gay."
Oh no. Oh yeah. And then what?
Fucking yeah.
He's got to keep it.
I like cock.
Oh no. Well, there we have it. Jim Jefferies, airplane etiquette. Didn't fail to deliver. That was funny shit, man. I like his style when he tells his stories. It's got to be somewhat true. I mean, most stand-up comedians nowadays use true life stories in their acts. I mean, Gabriel Iglesias is great at that. You know, going for donuts, hilarious. Or his high school reunion story. But anyway, Jim Jefferies, loved it. Absolutely hilarious. Can't wait to see what else he has. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a good time and a good laugh. We'll see you again. Goodbye.